Someone asked if I could share my ICU time blocks for how I manage my time with a more critical, like one-to-one patient. And I just want to add a little disclaimer. This is just theoretical. Not every day is going to go like this. This is just a general reference of how I kind of like to manage the flow of my day. I start off at 7 o'clock. So from 7 to 8, I am getting report from the off-going nurse. We're doing an assessment together. I'm getting like my basic chart review done, just kind of glancing over some things, doing all my safety checks, checking my drips, checking that my suction is set up, and just kind of doing a little tidy up in the room. Oh, and I forgot to add, this is like a Q1 hour assessment patient to show you how I would get all of my assessments in. So the next hour, I'm getting my next assessment in and I'm doing my morning meds. Usually patients need a blood sugar check in the morning, so I'm doing that, turning them. If they had any labs, I would draw those, and oral care. When I get my morning stuff out of the way, I usually sit down and get any charting done that I haven't already done, and I would also do my next assessment around 9 o'clock. At 10, my patient is due for their next turn, so would turn them then, do my next assessment. If they had any more meds, give them their meds. From 11 to noon, this is a great time for me to get any miscellaneous tasks done. Maybe they need that central line dressing change, maybe they have some wound care orders. I'll do my next assessment and kind of cluster it with any of those tasks. From 12 to 1300, I would do my next assessment, give any meds that need to be given, blood sugar check, turn, labs, oral care, you know the drill, pretty similar to my like 8 o'clock routine. After that, I would get my next Q1 hour assessment in, sit down to chart, usually take my lunch sometime in here. From 14 to 1500, my patient's due for another turn, so I would turn them and do my next assessment. From 15 to 1600, I would do my next Q1 hour assessment and then any more miscellaneous tasks. So like if maybe your IV tubings are expired and need changed, maybe you have to run your patient to like a routine CT or have something else going on. So this is my block to try and get more stuff done. From 16 to 1700, very similar to my 8 o'clock and noon stuff. I'm gonna do my next assessment. If there's any meds, give those. Blood sugar check, turn, any labs that are due, and oral care. From 17 to 1800, I'm going to assess my patient and then also sit down and kind of finish up my bulk charting. Last hour of my day is spent doing my last little Q1 hour assessment, doing a chart review. I like to go through all of my charting from the day just to make sure like I didn't miss anything or like put anything weird. I will empty my patient Foley's, I will empty the trashes, do one last little turn, and just make sure everything's kind of wrapped up. So that way at 1900, I can give report, do an assessment with the off-going nurse, and get out of there.